Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello friends, I am Sachin Bidoi, working as an assistant professor in Zeal College of Engineering. I welcome you in our video lecture series on Fourier series. In previous video lectures, we covered topics what is meant by Fourier series and its application area, and we took first example on how to find the Fourier series on the interval 0 to 2 pi. In second lecture, I covered examples on the interval minus pi to pi, and that function is odd. Now in today's lecture, I will take examples on the interval minus pi to pi, and that function is even. Let's see. Before that, I will explain you the definition of even and odd function. Now even function, if we replace x by minus x in the function, if it returns again same function, then we say that that function is a even function. That means here I replace x by minus x, we get f of x. For example, f of x is equal to cos x. X is replaced by minus x, then cos of minus x, cos of minus theta is cos theta. So we get cos x. Okay. So cos x is nothing but f of x here. So f of minus x is equal to f of x. So according to the definition, it is even function. F of x is equal to cos x as a even function. Now move toward the next definition, odd function. Odd function, f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. That means x is replaced by minus x. If you get minus of that function, that means f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, then we say that that function is a odd function. So for example, f of x is equal to sin x. X is replaced by minus x. So sin of minus x, sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. We know this formula. So we write minus sin x here. So f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. So that function f of x is equal to sin x is an odd function. In other cases, we can say that it is neither even nor odd. So we know that Fourier series is f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation an cos x plus bn sin x. A naught, an and bn are the Fourier constants. We have to find these values and substitute here, we get the Fourier series. Now our function is an even function in the interval minus pi to pi. Now we have to find a naught, an and bn value. So a naught is 1 upon pi, interval is minus pi to pi f of x dx. We know that if that function is even in the interval minus pi to pi, then we can write 2 times integration over the limit 0 to pi. Why we write? Because if that function is even, then it is symmetric on y-axis. That means that graph nature is, we study the graph nature in the interval 0 to pi, same as in the interval minus pi to 0. So we evaluate the integral over the integration 0 to pi and multiply by 2. That means it double it. Okay. So we get the integration in the interval minus pi to pi. So that's why I change that integral minus pi to pi as 2 times 0 to pi. This is a naught. Then an, I write it as 1 upon pi minus pi to pi f of x into cos n x dx. Now f of x is even. Cos nx is also even. So even into even, it is even. So integration of even function, that means we can write this as integration minus pi to pi. I write 2 times integration 0 to pi. I use that logic. So I write it is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x cos n x dx. Next, bn value. So here bn is 1 upon pi integration minus pi to pi f of x sin n x dx. Here f of x is even function, sin nx is odd function, even into odd we get odd, integration over minus pi to pi over the odd function, it is a 0. So we get bn value is 0. Here bn value we get 0. So I mentioned these two formulae. Minus pi to pi f of x dx is function is even, then 2 times integration over 0 to pi f of x dx. If function is odd in the interval minus pi to pi f of x dx, it is 0. Next, Fourier series of the function. So Bn value is 0, so that term become 0. This term become 0. So we have to write only these two terms. So f of x is a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx is the Fourier series if the function is even, because Bn coefficient is 0, so that part is 0. Bn sin nx part is 0 in that case. So let's take one example on this. The Fourier series expansion of f of x. F of x is pi plus x over the interval minus pi to 0. Interval is minus pi to 0. And pi minus x value is over the interval 0 to pi. So here first we have to check that function is even or odd. So I just replace x by minus x in the given function. F of minus x, that means x is replaced by minus x, we get this term, and x is replaced by minus x, we get this term. We have to replace x by minus x in the function as well as in the interval. So here I replace x by minus x. Then we get minus into minus, it becomes plus pi plus x. In this inequality I multiply by minus 1 throughout. When we multiply by minus sign, then that inequality changes. Less than become greater than. Less than become greater than. That means these two become greater than and this also greater than. And pi greater than x greater than 0. Here we get 0 greater than x greater than minus pi. So we get next in this way. We observe that this is nothing but the f of x. This is nothing but the f of x when we rearrange this. So we get f of x. So f of minus x is equal to f of x. So that function is a even function. That function is a even function. Now our function is even. So a naught formula is 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of x dx. An is 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx, and Bn value is 0. Then Fourier series is f of x is a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx. So we have to evaluate these two integrals a naught and an. So first we evaluate a naught integration. A naught 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of x dx. Function f of x in the range 0 to pi, that value is pi minus x. So in the interval 0 to pi, that function value is pi minus x. So I take this value for the integration 0 to pi. So f of x I replace here pi minus x. Now integration of pi minus x. Pi is the constant, integration of dx is x, and x integration is x square by 2. So we get pi x minus x square by 2 over the integration limit 0 to pi. Now I substitute upper limit minus lower limit. When I substitute upper limit is pi here, then we get pi into pi minus pi square by 2 minus, now lower limit is 0, so both term become 0, so we get only this 2 upon pi square minus pi square by 2. After simplification we get a naught is pi. Now our task is to evaluate an value. Before that we need some basic concept. We have to arrange the function, because in the integration sign two function product is there, so we have to arrange this function by using LIAT rule, Liat rule. So L stands for logarithmic function, I stand for inverse function, A stand for arithmetic function, T stand for trigonometric function, and E for exponential function. We have to arrange our function according to this sequence. So integration by part, that formula is integration uv dx u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus dash dash. Here dash denote the derivative and suffix number denote the integration. So we have to take here u as it is, v1 as a integration of v. Now v2 means what? Integration of v1 is v2, integration of v2 is v3. In this way, we can assume this, we can find this v1, v2, v3, v4 value. Now u dash, u double dash, that means this is first derivative of u dash. Again, if you take the derivative, it is u double dash. In this way, we get u triple dash. So, when we use this formula, if u derivative vanish after some derivative, then we can use this formula for the finding integration of product of two functions. That means integration by parts. Okay. An 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. So I substitute. Now in the interval 0 to pi f of x value is pi minus x. So I substitute here pi minus x is to cos nx dx. So here again I use here u into v rule, integration by part. So integration by part according to Lit rule. This is arithmetic and this is trigonometric. So LIA, first A arithmetic occur, then trigonometry ATE. So this is pi minus x is a u and cos nx is a v value. So we have to write u as it is, integration of v1 minus take a derivative of u, take integration of v1 we get v2 plus take double derivative. In this way we have to use this formula. So after this what we get 2 upon pi minus x u as it is, cos nx integration is sin nx and nx derivative is n, we have to divide by derivative. So sin nx upon n minus, compare with this, minus take derivative of pi minus x, it is minus 1. Sin nx integration is minus cos nx and divided by again its derivative, nx derivative is n, already here n, so n square we get. So we have to substitute the limit now 0 to pi. So upper limit minus lower limit. So first substitute pi and minus lower limit we have to substitute 0. So upper limit minus lower limit. So we get this step. So here x is replaced by pi. So pi minus pi, here we get n pi upon n minus 1 minus cos n pi upon n square. So minus, substitute now lower limit, we get pi minus 0 sin 0 upon n minus 1 upon cos 0 upon n square. So we know that sin n pi value is 0 and cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n. Sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. So we have to substitute these two values in the above step, then we get this step. So after simplification, an is 2 upon pi n square 1 minus 1 raised to n. This is our an value. Then the Fourier series of the function f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation an cos nx. So we have to just substitute a naught and an value in the Fourier series. So a naught, when I substitute here f of x pi plus x in the interval minus pi to 0 and pi minus x in the interval 0 to pi. So when I substitute a naught and an value, this is the Fourier representation of this function. In this video lecture, we studied how to find Fourier series of the function in the interval minus pi to pi if that function is even. So up to this lecture, we covered how to find the Fourier series in the interval 0 to 2 pi, in the interval minus pi to pi and the function is odd, and find the Fourier series in the interval minus pi to pi and the function is even. These three types of problem we covered up to this lecture. In next lecture, we covered example on how to find the Fourier series in the range minus pi to pi and that function is neither even nor odd. I hope you understood this topic. Thank you.